Hello and welcome back to Trial of the Seven Kingdoms, and we are once again here at Barrowton. Now, the one thing that I am a little bit frustrated by is the fact that I just purchased a smithy, and it is currently giving me 0. Yeah, 0. It's currently giving me nothing at all, as you can see right here. And I have no idea why that is. I really don't. I purchased it in Winterfell and it's giving me nothing at all. And you can see here that the other thing that's kind of frustrating is the fact that we have 0 gold in Barrowton. And I actually have a whole bunch of things to potentially sell here. But unfortunately, that's not really going to help me out here at all because we can't do anything about it. They have no money, so that's kind of unfortunate too. Anyway, I have taken a quest to escort this caravan, and I'm actually hoping that this is going to be kind of good. Because if I can escort this caravan, maybe we'll be able to go to Winterfell. I think they are actually making their way to Winterfell right now, which is pretty good. If they actually do have some money in the marketplace there, that would be very nice indeed, but it's highly unlikely that that will be the case. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of other reasons why I want to do this quest as well, which is obviously the pretty obvious one, where we're going to be gaining a lot of money through the loot that we're going to get, which is super nice. But obviously that very much depends on, well, it depends on whether they actually have money to begin with, because if they had money at Barrowton, I'd be able to sell a whole bunch there, and I'd maybe be able to stay afloat a little bit longer. There we go. They have 14,000 here at Winterfell. That's pretty nice. Okay, so let's sell all of this stuff. There you go, 3,500, 4,200, 5,300. Okay, that's a decent amount, right? That's a decent amount. I'm liking that quite a bit, and I'm actually wondering, is this thing actually any good? Yeah, this thing's looking pretty fantastic, actually. I might purchase this. This is looking like a really, really nice sword. Yeah, that looks like a super, super nice sword. Okay, hopefully we're going to use that quite well. There is another sword here, obviously, that I got gifted by the liege, and maybe I want to sell that as well, because it is selling for 12,000, which is pretty significant. But yeah, I have no idea why the smithy is not producing anything, because there is an iron ore village right there. There is a guy that owns a smithy here, but I'm thinking, surely that doesn't matter, right? Surely it doesn't matter whether there's a guy that owns a smithy in the same town, because, I mean, generally what I could do is I could change the production. Maybe I could change the production of the smithy. As you can see, I can change it to whatever I like. So what is actually nearby that I could change it to? Cows, so that's leather, right? So a tannery might work, actually. Do they have any tanneries? No, they have no tanneries. So okay, let's try it, shall we? Let's try and change this to a tannery. There we go. Okay, so they're now going to do that. I paid an extra 2,000 to change the production of whatever it was to this. Okay, so that's maybe that's a little bit problematic. I'm not entirely sure whether that's going to work now. I was very much hoping that would solve a little bit of my wages problems. That's the reason why I outset such a large amount of money initially, because I thought, oh yes, that's going to definitely help me, right? Well, it turned out that it didn't. Workshop income 5. Really? Really? I mean, they have a cow village right there. Okay, I have no idea. What is actually going on with the workshops right now? What is going on? Because Vladiv is also close by, as you can see. Safnar is obviously the closest, but you have Vladiv right here, which is also another cow village, and yeah, I'm kind of perplexed. But apart from that, I actually have no idea what I can do next. Yeah, it's kind of a little bit of a shame, to be honest, because I don't have anyone to fight. There is no one to fight. Gonna sell this sword now, 12,000. That's kind of I feel like that's kind of useful at this point. And yeah, generally I am not at war against anyone, and I have no one to fight because most of the enemies have already been eliminated. As you can see right here, we just have, well, nothing, because they've defeated them all, or whatever the case. And I personally don't want to leave, because if I leave the kingdom, they are going to dislike me a huge amount. And I mean, I suppose I could do that, you know, I could definitely do that, but that is, yeah, I don't know whether I want to do that. I mean, maybe I could leave and join the Westerlands potentially. I mean, that's a huge betrayal right there. I mean, obviously that's a huge betrayal in general, but if it gives me more fun, you know, if it gives me more fun and it gives me more things to do, then maybe that's the only thing I can kind of do, because as it stands right now, there isn't anything to be done. I can basically just run around attacking, well, bandits, basically. I can just attack bandits 100% of the time, and that's pretty much it. And at this point, I'm pretty sure I could deal some damage. You know, I'm pretty sure I could do some damage to quite a few different vassals, and I wouldn't really need to worry about that too much. But I don't know, maybe, I don't know, maybe there needs to be something else happening there. I was actually hoping that I might be able to come across the manual laborer quest, because I personally feel like that is going to be super, super good, really, really useful for us as well, because I have so many prisoners and I've been lugging them around for a, well, I don't even know, a literal in-game month or something, and I'm just thinking to myself, what is happening here? Can I please get a good task? Can I please not just fight bandits? That's the one thing that's a little bit frustrating at the moment. Okay, this guy needs help with brigands. I really don't want to help him with brigands, to be honest. I mean, I've done that enough, if I'm honest, really. I've really done that enough, so I don't really want to do more. Okay, well, is there anything else that I can do? Not really, right? That's the point, you know, there isn't anything else for me to do right now. Deliver the herd to Storm's End. Yeah, I really don't care about delivering your herd, sir. Oh well. Can I find some bandits? I mean, now I want bandits, now there are none. Ah, there we go. Fantastic. Ah, that's actually, that's a very large band of bandits. Okay, I'm actually going to go in here because I want to test out my new two-handed sword. And I'm thinking that this sword is going to be my new favorite. I don't know whether you can notice it at the moment, but it is really, really long. It has a long length, it does a lot of damage, and that's the kind of thing I really want to see, because this thing is going to be able to outrange a lot of enemies. It might not be able to outspeed them, but outranging them is hopefully, hopefully going to be enough. Hopefully going to be enough, that is, yes, because now I'm going to probably eat my words and I will die almost instantaneously because I am not able to beat anyone from a standing position, if you know what I mean. I mean, they were already able to do that because my skill is just so low, but oh well, never mind. Okay, let's tell these guys to charge in right here, and we're just going to tell we might as well tell our infantry to charge as well. Okay, not as much damage as I anticipated, really. Not as much damage as I thought. Kind of cool amounts of, well, shall we say, kind of cool amounts of reach that I have right here. I think the reach is super nice, but the damage is a lot less than I thought. I thought I'd be getting, well, maybe it's because of my skill. Yeah. Oh well, never mind. Maybe I'm being a little bit too harsh with my judgment at the moment. But yeah, I like this sword quite a bit. It's just unfortunately not so powerful. Not as powerful as I thought, at least. Anyway, there we go. Let's continue onward. And we have another 2 bandits here. Hopefully I'm going to be able to engage one of them at least. There we go. They're actually going to surrender. I'm just going to allow them to do whatever they want. And there we go. We'll now be able to move on. Thank you for the loot. Yeah, I personally feel like the loot is really nicely balanced in this mod. It does give you a decent amount of money, but you've also got to bear in mind that wages do seem to be quite a bit more than regular gameplay. So that's obviously something to bear in mind. Anyway, can we get the last one? Yes, I think we can. There we go. Done. Fantastic. Alright, so we've done that. We gained 742, which I suppose is kind of decent. But yeah, if we take a look at the kingdom screen right here, you can see that House Bolton, 77. Night's Watch, 918. And we can't really do anything else, which is kind of the main reason why I'm thinking to myself, maybe I want to leave and join someone else. I mean, look at this. House Targaryen has 81 total strength. And then you have the Free Cities of Essos right here. Obviously, they have 9,500. Dawn's doing pretty well. Free Folk is in a decent position, I suppose. Iron Islands. I mean, everything is very much imbalanced at the moment, but obviously that is, I suppose that is kind of realistic if you think about it, because you would expect the North and the Westerlands to have the strongest factions because they are the largest, right? You would expect them to have that. So I suppose it's kind of cool in that aspect, because then if you want to have a slightly more difficult start potentially, then you could start with a different faction. So if you wanted to resurrect House Targaryen, if you wanted to, then you could obviously do that if you could actually find out how to join them, that is, obviously. But yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like there are many tasks here that I'll be able to do. You need draft animals. Yeah, don't really care about that. Could you ask for some prisoners, sir? Some manual laborers? I would love some manual laborer quests, if at all possible. That would be super nice. But yeah, it feels to me like the only thing I can really do at this point is basically to leave the North. That's actually the reason why I wanted to become a mercenary with them, because then it actually allows me to have flexibility in that regard, where I can basically join and leave whoever I want to. But it is a bit, I don't know, I think it is very powerful in that regard, especially in a mod like this where allegiances are kind of important, and it's kind of a good idea to stick with one. But if that one isn't really getting involved in any kind of fighting, then you're a little bit out on a limb, you know what I mean? A bit out on a limb, kind of sad sort of thing. Anyway, is the Westerlands actually at war against anyone? Let's actually have a look. That does not help me. Okay, there we go. Are they at war against anyone? Yeah, they're at war against the Riverlands, the Stormlands, the Vale, and the Brotherhood of the Woods. Well, obviously. Okay, so the Riverlands, do they own anything? Yeah, they own a whole bunch. So maybe it would make sense for me to either join the Riverlands or something like that. Maybe join the Riverlands or the Stormlands or something, because the North doesn't seem to have much going on at the moment, which I gotta say is kind of disappointing, because I actually wanted to stick with them for the foreseeable future, because obviously House Mormont is a part of them, and it kind of makes sense for us to, you know, stick with our namesake. But if we're not going to get any action in that regard, then there basically is no point, and I might as well. And I mean, you can see here, once again, Barrowton has 0 gold in their marketplace, which is also another thing that is kind of frustrating. Oh well, never mind. I guess, should I leave? I mean, I could join the Vale, right? I could join the Vale. This is actually really cool. You see the Eyrie right there is all the way at the top. That is kind of fun. I like that a lot. But yeah, the North is just, well, super strong, but has no enemy. You know, basically has no enemy. I feel like the North and the Westerlands should be at war against each other from the very start, because they are just so strong that if you wanted to attack them, and you were, you know, starting your own independent faction or something like that, or if you wanted to revive House Targaryen, or if you wanted to side with any of the Essos factions or anything, then you're gonna basically have an impossible time, because they are just literally going to steamroll you with very minimal effort. because they're going to have so many units available to them that they'll just turn up with an army of 2,000 or something, and they'll just go complete stomp. I'm going to leave the north because, I mean, I'm actually going to sell the... I mean, look at this tannery. It's literally giving me 24. I'm going to sell this for 7,000. There we go. So now we have 15,000. I wonder if... Can I get... Okay, we're going to try something here. I'm going to see if I can get a companion, and then hopefully we'll be able to create our very own caravan, because I'm actually wondering whether the caravan is going to make a difference to the amount of cash that we're able to make, because as it stands right now, workshops are awful, and I'm actually using a mod that is supposed to increase your gains from the workshop, not in an not in an imbalanced fashion in any way, but just in a way that makes them somewhat competitive with other money making avenues, I guess you could call it. But anyway, let's go into the trade screen here. Yes, they have 13,000. Okay, this is pretty nice, so we can maybe sell a couple of things, and maybe we'll be able to find a companion. Okay, this guy, Humfrey Barrelchest. Hello there, Mr. Humfrey. Okay, I could use someone like you, 838, that sounds pretty good. And let's see if I can get a caravan. I wish to form a caravan in this town. There we go. Humphrey will go off and do his own thing. And now hopefully, and I'm very, very cautiously saying this, hopefully he's not going to get defeated in 2 seconds. But I can wholeheartedly agree that he probably will. Yes. That is usually what happens to caravans that I spend all of my money on. And yeah. Okay, so now that I've sold that and I've put my money into a caravan, I guess it is about time for us to leave the north. Let's do that. They are really not going to like me very much now, which is to be expected, of course. And I'm going to join the Riverlands. So where is Hosta or Hosta Tully? Where is he? Last seen at Hornvale, but he is defeated by the looks of things. So, I mean, I suppose I could always join. I could always join the Westerlands, right? All right. So I've actually caught up with Tywin now, and hopefully I'm going to be able to speak to. Of course he's going to be that. Oh, he's going to do that, isn't he? Okay, thankfully they've got that thing going on where you can continue attempting to interact with the NPC. Okay, so here we go. Here is what we're going to do. So obviously, because the north was kind of boring, to be honest, we are now going to see about joining the Westerlands. So, yes, I would like to do this. I am ready. All right, here we go. Fantastic. Okay, so we've joined the Westerlands. House Mormont joining the Westerlands, really? Okay, yeah. Is that a thing? Is that a thing? I actually have no idea. Okay, well, I'll deliver 525 stacks of grain. And if you can find 53 livestock and 53 barrels of wine, that would be a great favor. Right. I think I might actually be able to do that, so let's try it, shall we? Army needs supply. Yeah, you surely do, sir. Okay, so let's go to Castamere. Let's go to Castamere right here, and we'll see whether we can maybe do something about the grain situation. I actually have no idea. Oh, there's a whole bunch of enemies in this area as well. Look at this. This is so fantastic now. The ability to literally go in here and just fight a vassal. That is so much more fun than how it was with the north, which is really kind of sad, to be honest, because, as I say, I kind of wanted to stick around with them, but if there's nothing going on, what am I supposed to do, you know? What am I supposed to do? I don't know. Anyway, let's see if I can do something around here. Well, what's going on here? Oh, we got some enemies coming in. Ooh, there's a body of water, but the body of water is not actually going to be that useful because the enemy does seem to be avoiding it for the most part, apart from these two cavalry. But they're horse archers, so yeah, it really doesn't make much difference for them either way because they just have so much mobility, they really do. Anyway, I really don't have a huge amount of people. Oh, hello. Okay, thankfully I can basically just block in the exact same fashion every single time against these guys because they will literally just thrust with their polearms. Yes. Nice damage, nice damage. Unfortunately, I'm only doing damage to their mounts. Nice. That's a little bit better. Ow. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about. The okay. I see how it is. I see how it is. Okay, yeah, they completely murdered me. They completely murdered me like no one's business. I really have no idea how they were even able to do that, but apparently they completely just... Well, they just destroyed me like the garbage I am. Yes, they did a very, very good job right there. Anyway, I'm just going to let that guy go. We have a huge amount of prisoners here. You know what? I'm actually going to take these prisoners now because I'm never going to get that manual, that manual quest, manual laborer quest or whatever. I'm never going to get that, am I? And look at this. We've got some new armor as well to celebrate us joining the Westerlands. That sounds pretty fun, right? Let's use some thrown weapons as well. Oh, we got some grain too. That's cool. Look at that. We actually got some grain for that. That's actually really nice, and we're really close by to a town as well. So I can basically go here, sell all my prisoners, gain a massive amount of roguery skill, gain a level in the process too, and then I'm also going to be able to purchase some sumpter horses potentially, and some Botanian ponies. Unfortunately, that is not going to help me out that much, but I am going to sell the remainder of my loot here. That's hopefully going to shed enough weight. Apparently it is not, so that's not particularly good. I can get rid of some fish though, I suppose, because we don't really need fish for the task that Tywin has given us. He wants wine, right? Yeah, he wants wine and he wants grain and he also wants what else? What else does he want again? I'm not entirely sure, but I'm going to buy the wine and he needs 500 sacks of grain. Yeah, I'm never going to be able to do that, sir. I'm literally running around with so much that the capacity is way over. Yes, I have no idea. I've collected enough grain. Return to the army and deliver the supplies. Okay, oh, he wants livestock. Okay, well, I'd like to collect more wine if at all possible. Maybe I can go to Castamere? Where's Tywin's army, by the way? Oh, he's up there. Oh, okay. Well, that might actually still work out for us. Very much depends whether I can find wine here. Oh, massive amounts of wine right here. Okay, that's pretty cool. Anything else here? Can I... what is going on here? Why can I not get any better horses? What is going on here? I'm not seeing any ponies. I'm not seeing anything, basically. Okay, so this is kind of unfortunate. I guess I'm going to just get some wine real fast. And there we go. Actually, should I get some livestock too? Do they actually have any livestock? No, they don't. Okay, they don't have any livestock. I mean, they might in Hornvale, so I'm going to check there anyway, and we're going to see. But we're moving pretty fast, nevertheless, which is actually kind of surprising. I wouldn't have expected that, to be honest. Okay, we've got some hogs here, but that's basically it. Nothing else? Yeah, nothing else. So that is pointless. But we do have enough wine, and we do have enough grain as well. So I guess that's going to have to be enough for Mr. Tywin. Hopefully he's going to be happy with what we were able to get him. He's going to go in here to continue recruiting people. There we go. And let's see if we can catch up to him now. He's moving around with an army of 2,000. What a crazy guy. And once again, there we go. Okay, so yeah, let's talk to him. Yes, I have brought your grain and wine as you requested. There we go. He gave me okay, so he literally gave me 10,000 gold. I actually wonder what he would have gotten me, or should we say, what he would have given me if I had the livestock as well. That would have been pretty fantastic, but okay. Yeah. Now, that is a reward, you see. Tywin knows how to give a reward. The North, not so much. Not so much. Obviously, that's just my Yeah, that is just my my thought process on that. But anyway, let's have a look here. Okay, so I obviously took some movement speed with our scouting skill, and we're going to go for meaningful favors with our charm skill, 10% better chance for double persuasion success. And we also have steward skill level up as well. Tier 4 plus troops gain 4 plus daily experience. I guess we're going to go for that. And we also have some focus points here as well. I really want to... I mean, does it actually matter me going for medicine anymore? Not really, right? So I'm going to go for a little bit in charm. And then I'm thinking we might go for some more in vigor, or we might go for some more in control. I'm thinking more in control because I do have some thrown weapons now, and I might like to try and level those up a little bit. I think that might be kind of fun. And we now have an abundance of enemies to fight, which is exactly what we want. And we're going to go in here, and I'm actually wondering whether I should I even bother with these guys, or should I literally, you know, just take them prisoner and then execute them or something? Is it actually useful for me to do that? I have no idea, because me letting them go gives me relation with them, which is obviously... Is that good? Is that actually good? I don't know. That's the point. Is it actually good for me to be, you know, forgiving at this point? I don't know. So, there's a nice helm right there. We got a good upgrade, so it's got 32, and we got some better gloves as well. And all things considered, you know, I feel like this armor right here should sell for so much more cash than it actually is. But that might be some balancing reasons or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. We just got some more grain as well, which is pretty crazy. Anyway, I guess that's going to be it for this episode. We have joined the Westerlands now, which I think was definitely the right move to make, because we are now having some good fun actually trying to defeat 3 factions at once, which in my opinion is pretty enjoyable in comparison to basically having no enemies whatsoever and just basically fighting bandits forever, which is what the North existence was all about. But anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.